So, hi everyone. This is the second part of qualifying your UGC net exam within a month strategy. That's what I'm discussing here. In the previous part of this video, we talked about the paper one, that is what are the sources you should refer to, and all that, and then just told you to go for the last 6 unit of your paper two English literature, right? Because this is where you have to study less, and the more number of questions will be asked. All right, and now we will continue from there. And here I will also tell you that how can you implement this strategy and for real, right? Like how in day-to-day life this whole plan can be executed. Okay, so you have last 6 units. That's what we discussed. And now, because why I'm telling you to go for this last 6 units, because the first 4 units, the first four units, right, consume the most of the time. Here you have a lot of novels to study, right? Here you have a lot of novels to study. Here you have your plays, your playwrights, your dramas, right? The same thing. A story. Here you have your novels, sorry, yeah, your prose, your poetry. You have all this here, and poetry is not coming only from the British literature. It is also coming from the American literature, your Italian, Spanish, German, Russian, like the whole European literature. And within all these literature, you have the literature get covered, which is the part of the Indian literature, right? So all the literature will be concluded within these 4 units, right? So all these literature are the part of the first 4 units, and that is the reason that it takes lot of time to cover all this. Okay, so what is the strategy for this? What can we do here? The first thing I'll say, you do as many as MCQs you can, as many as MCQs you can, because now you say that why MCQs? MCQs, I'm not merely saying that the you read only the MCQ or its answer A, B, C. No, I'm saying whatever MCQ there is related to the novel, then go and read the summary of the novel through that perspective. What you are being asked in the question paper, you are asked that when the novel is published, right? When the novel is published, the character names, the title, where the title is taken from, the most important quotes, right? The most important quotes, right? Your first line, your last line, right? And these your editor of the novel, your publishers, right? So these are the things which are asked from your novel, your prose, right? Your poetry, your stories. In poetry, I wouldn't say, because from poetry, the comprehensions are being asked, right? So you have to understand the poetry, like now what poetry this time, what question from the poetry were being asked. The analysis which I have uploaded on the website, there I didn't find any question from the poetry section, but I found the questions from the novels on the base of the comprehension. For example, Thomas Hardy, the test of the Dewey Willis, there was this one phrase, and out of that phrase you have to choose, you have to make the answers of the questions which were asked below this comprehension from the novel. Then the similar thing, your Shakespeare Tempest, the drama, a comprehension, a small phrase is asked over there, and from that they have formed the certain number of questions, and that's from this is how the questions are being asked, the comprehension based questions. Okay, but when it comes to poetry, I always tell you, you cannot go randomly reading, picking up any writer, any poet, any novelist. You are completely confused. You do not know. The very first thing you can do is you can go for MyProfessorNote, to the point notes. You read them, revise them. Just simply 2 to 3 hours it will take, right? Because after doing this, you know that I you have to make sure that you are not missing upon the most important aspects, the most important details that you have to read from this exam perspective, because it's very important. Because there are some of the details that you want to ignore, maybe because you don't want to go all the time to Shelley and and Wordsworth and Coleridge and Chaucer and the Saxon age, you do not want to read it again and again because it's so boring. You don't find it fruitful, neither for your future researches. Because who want to go back? Yeah, maybe you are interested into that literature, but personally, not me. Okay, theory is good for me, culture study is good for me, something which is with with what I can really relate myself. I'm a very practical guy. I don't like to be just into the imagination. Oh, that era of romantic age. There are some people of that time, but not me. So maybe my opinions are formed according to my own taste. Okay. So what I want to say is that PYQPs from 2004 to 2021, right? Whatever questions are being asked here, in these questions, whatever topics are here we have, you do them. The writers which are being asked, right? The playwrights which are being asked, you do them, right? You have to do them only. The novels which are they have asked here, you do them only. You have no need to go for any other random stuff. Because reading, understanding literature, you have to take a book, you read the whole book, you write its analysis, you write its summary, you have debate over it, you have conversation over it, you start your own blog, you write down your own daily observation, you become a great student of English literature. But it is about qualifying a net exam, so we need to have a good strategy which is supported by a logic, not merely on hard work and hard work. Yeah, hard work is needed. You, as I told you. Now let's come to the point of implementing the strategy. We have we have 30 days, right? We have 30 days. We have the, oh my god, my right. We have 30 days, right? 10 days you give to the paper one, like the 10 next 10 days you give to the paper two. All right. Now in these 10 days, what are you going to do for the paper one? You're going to do the question papers which were asked, question papers of the 2021. All the topics which were asked here, you're going to do that, and right, you will do only that. Every single topic you have to do. Okay, the paper two again. Now, what you will do in these 10 days? First thing I told you to go for the last 6 years. Now, how are you going to do this last 6 years? Again, the previous is question paper from 2004 to 2021. Whatever topic which is literally these last 6 units, you going to do that first. You have to do that first, right? You do that first, please. After doing that, you go for the first 4 units. The questions related to that, right? The topic that you know, tick them. The topic you do not know, cross check them, right? And then read them. Wikipedia is a great resource, right? Wikipedia is a good resource. You can go there, you read from there the most important information you will get. Google is a great resource. You say that which book I should read. I know that books are good. They are less distractive because on Google you have a lot of distraction. You do not know that which click of yours will lead you to the completely different zone. So books are good, right? But this is not the time when we can refer to the books. Okay. PYQPs, the topics which are there, take them, cross-check them that you do not know, and read them from the Wikipedia. First 4 units, your novels, your writer, your prose, your short stories, your dramas, whatever is being asked, make sure that every single novel, every single writer, and every single most important novel of that writer, that author, that theorist, you should know that, right? And I guarantee you, if you now this is a lot of time. Every single day you have to give it 14 hours. You have to give it because you have to sit down. You have to pay complete focus. Only then you will be able to do it, because this is a 1 month goal. If you will get your net, there is a possibility that you will be able to apply for this class 1 job of professor in the near future. Or even after that, after getting a net, you can start applying in the private colleges, right? So do it. The same time, you have to give the paper to. After 20 days, now we have to divide only the time here. 8 hours for the paper 2 and 6 hours for the paper 1. Now here will be happening your revision, your mocks, right? Is only your revision and reading because these 10 days you will be completely focused on the last 6 units. These 8 hours for the last 10 days, 4 hours you will devote to read the novels, the prose, the dramas which are important only from the PYQ piece. Whatever drama is asked there, whatever novel is asked there, whatever writer is asked there, whatever theorist asked there, you will do that only. Okay, so this is the timetable. Revision 4 hours of these 6 units, right? And reading in the remaining 4 hours of the first four units. This is the plan. This is how you're going to execute it. If there's any other help that you need, please contact me. I have my contact below in the description box, so you can get access to the point notes. And I'll share all the details with you. Till then time, don't lose the faith and hope. Keep striving for the success. So very soon I'll be back with another video. Till then time, my Professor Note signing off.